I just want to direct people towards the interview I did with Seamus May. And in that link, in the interview I did with Seamus May, there's a Google Drive there with the report that Seamus produced, the Banking Beef Federation. The processors buying up small community farms and essentially destroying them. As Jim says, we're heading towards the American ranch system here, where the few will control huge land masses. Your banking system is designed to counteract that also as well.
Absolutely, but I mean, here you have to introduce Agenda 21 into the discussion.
Yeah, well done.
And
it's now 2030, doesn't it?
Well, call it what you like. It's 1992, 175 countries signed up to Agenda 21. And I, every day of the week, I ask them, do you ever tell Agenda 21? Huh? What's that? I would hazard a guess that 99.5, if not 99.9% of the public never heard of Agenda 21. And this is quite extraordinary, because in America, their version of it is the Woodlands program.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just mind-blowing if you just look at the maps that plan the future of the United States. In this country, we have leader funding, which all comes from Agenda 21. But nobody knows what Agenda 21 is. It's fundamentally about urbanization, removing the public from the land, and effectively a depopulation of all rural areas, returning it to nature. I mean, what are we?
We are to be pushed into mega cities.
Correct.
And we're supposed to be centralised into high-rise towers.
Correct. And I mean, the government 2040 plan tells us to our face.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's extraordinary the way things are managed and manipulated. John Moran, former Secretary of the Department of Finance, almost exactly 2 years ago, did an interview in one of the Sunday papers. And in that interview, he announced government policy. Now, nobody in government was prepared to announce it, but he announced it. Now, whether he told us deliberately or just because he was doing it and thought it was a good idea, I can't speak for the man. But what he said was, the state cannot afford rural Ireland. We must build inland cities to accommodate the public. 12 months later, government puts out Programme 2040 or whatever they call it. What did they say? We're going to double Cork, Limerick and Galway. Now, this is not to relieve the pressure from Dublin. This is to accommodate the public from Donegal back to Wexford into the three cities. That's what that's about.
How do you think immigration ties in with that? Are they just building up them central cities because of the number, the sheer scale?
Well, the problem, like, I don't care what colour anyone's skin.
It's not about colour, I'm talking about numbers.
No, you're dead right. But I just want to make the point that I'm not bothered about people's colours or origin or anything else. But I am absolutely concerned about the fact that this nation is being overrun. There are, you take the vastness of countries like the Congo. I mean, there are villages places in the Congo which wouldn't hardly register as a village. They'd overrun Ireland if they were let, in terms of just simple numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, to put, as Leo Varadkar says, another million non-Irish into Ireland in the interests of multiculturalism, I think that's criminal. I mean, I can see every town I go to. I mean, you wouldn't know whether you were in Amsterdam or Nairobi, for that matter. I mean, and then there's a whole range of issues around how that's being funded, and the fact that we have 10,000 of our own homeless. Dermot Mulcahy, now, was a friend of mine, and he's standing in the say as an independent in Galway. He was in Naas the other day. And I won't go into any great detail in case the individual is nominated, but he talked about a young guy that he met on the street. And he's from a single parent family. He has no permanent home. He cannot get dole. He cannot get a job because he has no address. And he's living in a tent. Now, if he was a bullock, they'd put a tag in his ear and they'd put him into a shed. And every element of the state would be out. They'd all draw subsidies to get him in to a shed somewhere.